Aloha guys and welcome. This is Natasha. So today I'm gonna be using up some scraps. I made a bunch of envelopes to send out some cards since everyone's in quarantine. I just sent out a bunch of cards, so I had a bunch of scrap papers just laying around, so I wanted to just use them up in different ways, and I'm just going to show you how I use them here. Okay, so I'm taking this cardstock here and I'm cutting it down to 2-inch pieces. Okay, then I'm going to take some Distress Oxide and I'm just going to use a dauber and just ink up around the edges. Okay, I have my white cardstock base. I added some foam and I'm just going to be placing that right in the center. And then I'm going to be doing that with the other piece as well. Okay. And I just left a gap between the two. It's just like a little opening. And then I'm going to be using this My Favorite Things Yay die. And I cut that out of some silver sparkly cardstock and added some sequins. And that's it for that card. Okay, let's move on to the next. So the next one, I'm taking a white cardstock panel, and I ran that through my die cut machine, and I have the stitching border around. I use this heart die cut. It's got the inside, and then it also has the frame piece that cuts out with it too. So I took a bunch of pieces of the scrap cardstock that I had, and I cut out a bunch of pieces. Okay, and using some Distress Oxides, fossilized amber, salty ocean, and peeled paint, I'm going to be just inking up with my blender brushes right in the center of that cardstock piece, just to highlight the center hearts that I'm going to be putting on the card. So just getting a general idea of where it will be, and then I'm just going to come in and start inking right in the center. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with the blue, and then finish it off with the green as well. Now you could avoid you could do a simpler version where you do the yellow and then you do the green and then you do the blue, and you can just actually take those two colors, the blue and the yellow, and mix them together. It'll create a green, obviously, so you could do it that way as well. I decided to do it this way. Okay, so after it's all inked, I just used some liquid adhesive and adhered all my hearts down. I did do some splattering on my Distress Oxides, and then the middle hearts I popped up on some foam adhesive, and then just using my little sentiment strip there, I'm just going to be placing that with liquid adhesive across those 3 hearts in the middle there. Okay, and then that's it for this card. I think actually, yeah, I did add some sequins in the same color family as the hearts. So I'm going to put the green sequins all around the green hearts and the blue and the yellow, etc., etc. Okay. So this video is a really short and sweet video. I just made some really fast. There's not very many techniques that I did in, well, I mean there is, but it's very, very simple techniques. Like I used die cutting, I used ink and sequins just to turn these extra scrap papers that I had laying on my desk into cards. Okay, so here we go. Moving on to the next card. So I use this one. I cut it down with the wonky stitched frame die, and that cardstock is very thick and like heavy because it's got like a lot of glitter on it. Okay, so I took this teal colored cardstock. I cut that to the same the same width and height as the card. So 5.5 by 4 3/4. And I'm just going to be adding some liquid adhesive, and I'm going to be placing that straight onto my card base. Oh, I guess I did leave a little space just to see a little bit of the white. So I'm going to add liquid adhesive to this cardstock here. I'm going to be placing that straight down in the middle. And this cardstock was so busy, I really wanted to keep it pretty plain and simple. So I just matted it on the different cardstocks to kind of just pop it out. You see the white trim, you see the teal trim, and then my cardstock. And using this chunky alpha here, I cut out the word thanks in some black cardstock. Okay, and I'm just going to be adding that down with some liquid adhesive. Okay, and I'm going to pick it up, add the liquid adhesive, and then I'm going to be using my tweezers to just help me with the placement to get it as straight as I possibly can. I'm just eyeballing it. You can use like a T-square ruler or something along that lines, but I'm just kind of eyeballing it. Okay, and then that's it. I didn't want to add any sequins. There's a lot of sparkle on the card itself, so I just added like a sentiment strip and added that with some liquid adhesive. And that just says thank you for being so sweet. And I did send out a bunch of cards, so I do have some frontliners that are in my family, you know, police officer, firefighter, and healthcare workers. So I'm thinking of sending this card to one of them actually. Okay, and that's it for that card. There you go. Okay, so here are the still shots of the cards that I made in this short and sweet video. I hope you enjoyed it. It just was something fun to do, you know, while we're all at home. I spent majority of last week making envelopes and writing out cards and sending out a bunch of cards. So this week I did get to sit down and play and do some filming on these cards here. And I will be having a video coming out again very shortly. I hope you guys had a great holiday weekend. And I know it's a little different because of all the social distancing and the quarantine, but I hope everybody out there is healthy and happy. Stay safe, and I will catch you on the next video. Mahalo for watching. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Give me a thumbs up and follow me over on Instagram. I will catch you next time. Ahui ho.